Now, I don't really know how to start this video, is because I've had a few issues with my phone recently, and some of the footage that I've recorded has been lost. So it's really awkward to try and have it to make sense, because it's like jumping back and forth. So I do apologise for this video. I'm hoping it'll make some sort of sense. So this video is all about trying to get this engine running half decent, or trying to diagnose some faults with the engine. I did pick up on one thing. I thought I filmed it, but I didn't, so I might as well explain it now and then get into the rest of the video. So if you remember, I bought a complete wiring loom. This is the old one, and I fitted perfectly. But when I put the car on VCDS, it was coming up with crank's position sensor. It took me ages to find this sensor. It's right at the back of the engine. I had to use my mirror, had that at the back of the engine, and I could see that it wasn't plugged in. Now I thought, well, I've plugged everything in on the car. I had nothing left over. So I went back to the old loom to check. Obviously it's not here now because I've cut it away, but in amongst this was the crank position sensor plug. But when I checked on the one I'd fitted, it wasn't there. So what had happened is, when I bought the second-hand loom, someone had cut it right up to the tape, so you couldn't see that there was a plug there. That's why I didn't notice that it was missing. So obviously I plugged in everything that I could see without that one there, so I didn't realise that it was another plug to be plugged in. So that was causing a massive issue. So I have now fixed that. But in this video, what I'd done is I spliced the old plug off, joined it onto the existing new harness, just wired it together, and then I go onto VCDS and clear the codes. And that's where we're at in this video. So what? Happy with that. There's no lights on the dashboard anymore. That tells me that loom was definitely faulty, that was in there before, because all the errors that come off it now that were on there, apart from that one which we fixed. I am going to go back over that and redo it, so don't worry about that. I'm going to rescan it again now, but it's definitely running a lot better. Look at that now. So I haven't really celebrated this, but I have done a timing chain in this. First time ever, and look at it now. Sounds really, really nice. Obviously, changing these spark plugs. I've also got a PCV valve, and it is leaking, it looks like. It's got a build up there. I want to take this off and clean the throttle body as well. So doing all that, it's going to make this car sound sweet. So what I've done is I've used engine flush with the old oil, flushed the engine right through, left it running for about 20 minutes as it says on the instructions, put this in, flushed it through, and then dropped all the old oil out of it. And I've also changed the oil filter as well, so we put brand new oil in it, brand new oil. And all this has come from my local motor factors, and Dave from Motorcare, he always helps me out. If you notice, I wear the gloves. He's a cracking guy. He subscribed to the channel, supported me. He's bought raffle tickets for the Audi S1, and he always helps me out with loads of little things. If I need diagrams for things, he'll show me on the computer what I need. He's a cracking bloke and he supports me. If you ever need anything, nip across to him and say Reviving Salvage or Leon from Reviving Salvage has recommended you, and I'm sure he'll sort you out. So like I said, we've got a brand new oil filter on there. It's all done up nice and tight, so that's done. The old one, I don't even know what it is. Here's the old one. It's good that they come with these little covers to go on it. It's like a coffee cup top to it. But that one was really rusty around the edges, so that hasn't been replaced in a long time. So it definitely hasn't had services. I can't wait to see what the air filter looks like. We've got the pollen filter to change. We got all the spark plugs to change, but I want to take this off and clean the throttle body in there, because it's been running so rough for a while. It's probably built up and accumulated carbon build-up and just dirt and sludge, but it hasn't been burning off properly. So I want to give that a good clean, because I want to give this car the best possible chance. Definitely deserves a second chance, and we're going to hopefully get it running really nice. It is running a hell of a lot better than when it first came to me, so it can only get better. So first things first, we're going to tidy that wire up, because I've only just plugged it in. I'm going to just sort down cables out of the back, tape it up and put it into the loom properly, and then that's done out of the way. I just wanted to show you how clean this oil is now. Well, you can see there how clean our oil is now, guys, and that's been running. What a difference. So I'm just going to take all the air box back out, because I've just literally rested it there to try and make the car start run a little bit better. We've got the battery tray to put back in. I can't get over how they've just cut that wire when I bought the loom. I didn't even notice. So it just makes you realise you've got to be so careful when buying second-hand parts. So I'm not going to solder these. I'm going to use connectors, crimp them together, tape it up, insulation tape, and then use Tessa tape and proper automotive tape. That's good enough. At the end of the day, it's just a sensor wire. It's nothing spectacular, and it just sits behind there anyway. Right, they're all taped up and sealed. Right, it's not ideal. Like I said, I did better to solder them. I haven't got a soldering iron to hand at the moment, and I ain't gonna solder in wire. So that's just the next best thing. It's not going anywhere. It's all nice and watertight, and I'm gonna also put the tape on as well, the Tessa tape. Check that on now, and you wouldn't even know. At the end of the day, this plug wasn't even attached half hour ago. How's that? I'm just going to feed that back through and plug it in. Next thing I want to do is take this off to give it a good clean in there. Full of crap, so I'm going to clean that out. It's not too bad, it's just I'd rather give it a clean out, at least you know it's clean. So I'm going to be using this intake and carburetor cleaner, not brake cleaner or anything like that. Just giving it a good wipe out. You can do a relearn on this with VCDS. That's what I did on the Audi A1, and it seemed to make a massive difference to the running of the car. What I did notice, someone did mention this in the comments, and looking at it, it is broken. This is the PCV valve, and I have got a new one, so this is going to make a difference to the engine as well. So this has snapped, which looks like it's been leaking a long time, but we have got a new one, so that's not going to help. 30 odd quid I think it was, I can't remember. I'm going to try and find it first. Tell a lie, For that bit of plastic, it was $24.49, probably including without VAT. So looks like a common to fail. Are we going to change it anyway? I'm just checking to see how that pipe fits and sits, because I want to make sure I don't want to be twisting that while it's all back in place.
Today I've got some incredibly exciting news for you all. You've seen this absolutely stunning car right there. This, as you all know, is the Audi S1. Just take a look at this absolutely incredible car. The Audi S1 is known for its sporty design, powerful engine and luxurious interior. It's a perfect blend of style and performance, and it could be yours. Before I dive into the details of how you can enter, let me give you a quick tour of this car. The Audi S1 is a compact powerhouse. Under the hood is packed a turbocharged 2-litre 4-cylinder engine that cranks out 228 horsepower. And trust me, when you hit the accelerator, you can feel every single one of those horses. This is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to own a car that truly stands out. If you imagine pulling up on this bad boy, it's all eyes on you. It's an absolute game changer. Pull is open for a limited time, so don't wait too long to get your tickets. The more you buy, the better your chances of driving away in this stunning Audi S1. Each ticket is just £1.50, and the more tickets you buy, the better your chances of winning. Plus, every ticket you purchase supports a great cause, as a portion of the proceeds will go back into funding the channel and getting more quality content out there for you guys. This raffle isn't just about winning a fantastic car, it's also about giving back to the community. A portion of the proceeds from this raffle will be going back into the Kidney Wales Foundation. This cause is very close to our hearts, as my mother recently faced some kidney-related health issues. The support and care provided by the organisations like Kidney Wales Foundation are vital for families going through similar changes. You get to share this car with your friends and family, because who wouldn't want a chance to win this incredible car? Thank you for watching, and good luck to everyone that's entering the raffle.
So the next thing we're going to do is change these spark plugs out, because I don't know when these would change. Probably never, judging by the rest of the car. I have seen someone on YouTube taking these spark plugs out, and they are quite hard to do because of these points. They really are tight to get to and awkward. But I've seen someone using a cable tie to try and help pull them out without damaging anything. I'm going to give it a try and see if they come out. Probably my luck, they probably won't come out as easy, but we'll give it a try. So it needs to be a thick cable tie, I think. So that worked. Put that around it to pull, and I just used that as well, just to grip, to pull as well, and it worked. You can see that these haven't been off in a long time. So they definitely needed changing. They've been in there a while. I have got new ones. Chuck them in. The difference. That worked. Now it's the next day. To be fair, I was using these cable ties and they weren't very strong, so that didn't really work. So I've gone and bought one of these from Trago. It cost a tenner, but I've been needing one of these for ages. I just haven't been, for some reason I've gone ahead and bit the bullet and bought one, but I've got it now. Got him. If that was a thicker cable tie, that probably would have worked, because you can grip around there and pull it, but this snapped, see? So got it out in the end though. You may see me putting a little, I mean it's only a little bit, and it's just to stop it from sticking inside, and this does evaporate, so it won't do any damage. I mean, this is only from on the threads, tiniest bit. It's just to help and to stop her from getting stuck in there next time. Right, now we're going to put the battery tray back in. Now before I put this airbox in, or back in, I want to take it off and change the filter inside. It's going to be interesting to see how dirty this is. I might be surprised it might be clean, but judging by the rest of the car, I can't see it being clean at all. Judging by how rusty these are, they haven't been off for a while. Definitely dirty. That's a new one. There's the difference. Remember to put this pipe in, I nearly forgot it. After changing all the spark plugs and the air filter, it's going to make a massive difference. I cleaned out the throttle body, cleaned all this out. It's going to make a massive difference to the running, I would imagine. So we're going to start it up and see what it sounds like now. Look at that now. That engine is ticking over really nice. It's quiet. The only thing I can hear is the exhaust. It's spluttering, so I don't know whether that's something that they put on there. This could have a tune on it for all I know. Yeah, every now and again for a little miss, nothing. I mean, that is running 10 times better than what it was before, 100%. One thing I have got to do is change the fuel filter as well, because it could be just old fuel in there. When was that changed last? That might make a difference. I'll have a look underneath here.
How clean that sump looks now, guys. There's no leaks, there's nothing. I'm well chuffed how that's turned out. Well happy.
I bought 2 new ones of these. These are for the headlight. They were missing, so I had to go to a Volkswagen for these. Just to hold it in place for now. The rear, I'm going to have to realign it anyway. At least we got proper bolts for it. So I've just taken it around the block quickly just to test it. It's definitely revving really high. It's still idling really high now. So I think it needs a throttle relearn after me potching around with it. So it's not quite right. There's no errors on the dashboard. There's nothing on the dashboard. It's just obviously idling at that high for whatever reason. It might have been when I cleaned that out. I might have triggered a sensor or something. I'm gonna have to look at it. But apart from that, it drives lovely. So it's definitely got more power in it than it did before. It wouldn't go up. It had nothing. It was flat as hell, and all the lights had come on. But at least there's no engine management lights coming on at the moment. So we get in there. Now, I just wanted to show you this. Although I just showed you that footage of it idling, it is better than what it was before. Let me get the key. There's no lights on the dashboard. I've taken the car for a spin. Drives absolutely really good. Apart from, I think what happens when you dip the clutch, see that? It does rev. It's not doing it now, but when you go to put the car in gear, yeah, it's not doing it now. When you put the car in gear, the rev, it just starts revving high and then goes down, so you could pull away just using the clutch because the revs are sticking. There you go, it's sticking now. And then it goes down. So I think, see that now? My foot's not even on the accelerator. So there you go, and then it goes idling again. So I don't know whether there's a throttle accelerator position sensor is faulty and it doesn't know where the position of the accelerator pedal is. It could be, let me turn it off because the fumes. It could be the throttle body itself is faulty and that's sticking. So it could be that. Or what I think it might be is these Volkswagens are prone for vacuum leaks. Now that's what I'm going to go for first, is the vacuum leak and test to see. There's loads of videos on these cars and the Volkswagens seem to have a lot of issues. That's what I think might be our issue. I have gone and bought a smoke leak detector. Now this is going to hopefully show me, and it's going to come in handy in the future for other cars and projects. So we're going to be using that, but not in this video. That's going to come up later on, but that's what I'm going to plan on doing, and then I'm going to smoke test it and see if we got a leak, and hopefully it'll show up something and we can fix it. Like I said, I've already done that and it's not that. So if any of you have come across this issue before, let me know. That's what I think it is. Like I said, we are going to do a smoke test on it to see if it is a vacuum leak somewhere in the system. That's what I think it might be, but it could be something else. Put in the comments below if you think you know what it is. I would be extremely grateful. I am so close to getting this car MOT ready. You'll see later on in other videos that we're nearly there. Like I said, this is a bit ahead of where I was when I recorded the other lot of videos. So I've jumped ahead. We're going to jump back. But do a little sneak peek of what I've done to the car. Go on then. Yeah, right. Get ready. What do you think of them? I'll show you this side. That's all you're having. I'm well happy about the way they've turned out. So this car is almost MOT ready, but I want to get it running right before I take it for an MOT, because it could fail on emissions because it's just not running as right as I want it. But the type of changing was a huge success. It's working, it's driving, it sounds really nice, the oil is clean, so I'm well happy about the way it's turned out. I'm going to end this video here, and in the next one we're going to give the focus on the inside of the car and get it to a decent standard, because I haven't even tackled any of that mould. So we're going to tackle the mould in the next one, and then perhaps do the smoke test as well. So quite a lot coming in the next one. This one's coming soon as well. We've got a lot to do on this car. I haven't touched this one so much yet because we've been working on the white Polo just to get it sorted so I can get this one in the garage. So I haven't even done anything to this yet. But if you like the content, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel, guys. It really helps. And also follow me on TikTok and Instagram, reviving_salvage. And I'll catch you all in a bit. Bye, guys. You're gonna write that off again, now the way he's going.